I know from my mom growing up here, her dad said that he remembers when you used to be able to essentially walk across a river on the backs of salmon, and there's so many. And we don't see that anymore. We don't see that kind of abundance. And I think the work of Project Watershed is aiming to be able to bring back that type of abundance in our wildlife. If we're able to do something now to mitigate against any kind of further detrimental effects on the environment, I think it's important for the present generation to do that. And by supporting Project Watershed, that's one small piece in protecting this environment.
Well, Project Watershed is an environmental stewardship group, and our goal for the last 7 or 8 years was to engage the public in stewardship. We want all of the local citizens in the Comox Valley to understand just how marvelous it is to live on a Class 1 estuary, which is what the Comox estuary is.
What an incredible group of volunteers Project Watershed has working for them. Just amazing people with tremendous energy, with a real vision, lots of knowledge. And I think they're all drawn together by their appreciation of just what an incredible natural asset the estuary is.
We employ young people and provide jobs for the Comox Valley, and the work that we've done through these grants has been recognized locally by our governments. It's been recognized provincially by the provincial government and internationally.
The work of Project Watershed is important locally and to British Columbia. Not only protecting, but also making people aware of how vital estuaries and watersheds are to our local communities.
We invited artists to represent their vision of what they think the potential of the estuary is. And because we have the highest per capita of artists in North America here in the valley, it seemed like a good idea to reach out to everybody. I
created a limited edition print for Project Watershed. It was a piece called Stillness, and it looks out over into the estuary.
Project Watershed engages with all aspects of the community. We had school children from the Royston Elementary School out in the estuary planting salt marsh plants last spring. We work with high school students in our eelgrass restoration. We work with the local arts community and our Keeping It Living program each year. We work with local environmental groups that are interested in fish, and the Comox estuary is, of course, very important for salmon migration. We have engaged the political structure. We attempt to engage the entire community and make them all aware of environmental stewardship and how important it is for the future of our community.
Project Watershed has created protocol for harvesting and replanting eelgrass. And they're finding that it's growing really well, like it's a 95% success growth rate. And so by replanting, restoring the eelgrass, that's the habitat for the small fish.
There are a number of vegetation systems that exist in estuaries that remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and they remove it better than anything on land, sometimes at 4 or 5 times the rate. And when this carbon dioxide is removed by vegetation systems like the sedges and salt marshes along the shoreline or eelgrass in the water, it's removed permanently. So that, to me, as a former sort of cell biologist, was very, very interesting. And in 2011, Project Watershed signed a memorandum of agreement with the Comox First Nation to work together to protect and preserve the estuary for future generations.
We've got a very large estuary and a very vibrant estuary that's had a lot of damage done to it in the past, and it's now slowly rebounding to its once former glory.